Dear students, I am Dr. Kumar, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Government First Grade College, Shira, Tumkur District. The topic of today's lecture is phlebotomous fever, that is sandfly-borne diseases. It comes under paper 4, that is insect vectors and diseases. What is phlebotomous fever? Phlebotomous fever is commonly called as Papatassi fever or phlebotomous fever or sandfly fever and 3-day fever. There are alternative names for this phlebotomous fever. Papatassi fever is a vector-borne arboviral disease or the fever. This infection is caused by 3 types of phleboviruses. There are 3 different types of the viruses which are causing the phlebotomous fever. They are collectively called as phleboviruses. It occurs in the subtropical regions. It occurs in the subtropical regions of the eastern hemisphere. The name Papatassi fever or the phlebotomous fever comes from Italian word for sandfly. It is the union of papa, that is food, tassi means silent. Okay, so that is the food and the silent fever, which distinguishes these insects from blood-feeding mosquitoes. Papatassi fever is also called as phlebotomous fever, acute sandfly fever, the acute infectious disease caused by the phleboviruses belonging to the family Bunyaviridae and producing temporary incapacitation. It is transmitted to the humans by the blood-sucking female sandfly, that is Phlebotomous papatassi, Phlebotomous pernicious, and Phlebotomous perfiliusi, and is prevalent, that is widespread in the moist subtropical countries. It breaks out in an epidemic form during the summer season following sandfly breeding. When the breeding takes place during summer season, usually the epidemics occur. The host may include the warm and cold-blooded vertebrates and possibly the plants and also the thrips. That is, thrips here, a tiny winged insects of the order Thysanoptera. There are small insects having small wings. They belong to the order Thysanoptera under the class Insecta. The sandfly can become infected as a result of biting an infected individual. Once it has been transmitted, the virus requires about 7 to 10 days as an incubation period in the body of the host to undergo further development. In human host, there is suddenly a feeling lassitude, that is the weakness, abdominal distress, that is abdominal incomfortness about digestive tract, dizziness, followed by within 1 day by a chilly sensation, shivering, and a rapid rise in the temperature, that is the fever, during the next day or two. The temperature goes up to 102 degree to 104.5 degree Fahrenheit, that is 38 to 40.3 degrees centigrade. During the first day of fever, the pulse is accelerated. Usually, after 2 days, the temperature slowly comes down to the normal. Only in a rare situation, there is a second episode of fever. That means the recurrence of fever takes place very rarely. As far as the symptoms are concerned, after the infective bite, a feeling of the weakness, general weakness, lassitude, abdominal discomfort, that is distress, and chills, shivering is developed, followed by the high rise in the body temperature, that is the fever, that lead to about 39 degrees centigrade to 40 degrees centigrade, followed by severe headache, muscle and joint pain, and the heart rate becomes fast. After about 2 days, the liver begins subside. That means infection become limited, okay, and the temperature returns to normal. The fatigueness and the slow heart rate and low blood pressure may persist from few days to several weeks after the required treatment. Causes: 3 types of flaviviruses are known as the causative agents, that is Naples virus, Sicilian virus, and Toscana virus. These are the 3 different types of viruses which are responsible for causing phlebotomous fever in the human beings, and the vector is the phlebotomite, the sandfly. Diagnosis can be confirmed by serology based assays, that is the complete blood test, or quantitative PCR by the laboratories, that is polymerase chain reaction, that have developed the assays to perform such identification in the laboratory. The prevention of sandfly bites and the control of the sandflies and their breeding grounds with insecticides are the principal methods of prevention. So the prevention involves the sandflies has to be eradicated from that particular area. For that, one need to destroy their habitats first. Okay, so their breeding grounds has to be destroyed by usually spraying potential insecticides and other methods of the prevention, so that it is easy to come out of this phlebotomous fever. Treatment: as far as the treatment is concerned, there is no specific treatment for this disease. The painkillers and fluid replacement may be useful. Several painkillers are there, and usually the doctors will give painkillers, and general spectrum of the antibiotics will be given as a measure of treatment. A student, this is all about the phlebotomous fever or the sandfly fever. The vector is again the phlebotomine sandfly. So the reference material along with the links. Dear students, this is the time of COVID-19 pandemic. The second wave is operating now. Be careful, take precautions, wash your hands frequently with soap or the sanitizer, use face covering mask and maintain physical distance at least of about 2 meters between the individuals. Stay home, stay safe, save lives. Thank you.